Good morning, good afternoon, good evening, wherever you are in the world. Thank you very much for coming by the channel once again to see some more Captain Tsubasa Dream Team. Here with the homie Nako, bringing you in this video finally some more content after another, I believe it was another couple of weeks since I released, since I last uploaded anything, and I still have not edited and uploaded those accounts, those videos that I recorded with the account winners, but I'm still farming the accounts. I need to get them into your hands, yo, because the anniversary has started already, and I can't believe I still have them in my possession. That's my own fault, of course, but you know, hopefully I will be able to do that in the next coming days. Just been a busy end of the school year, so it gets a little hectic-ish in a way. But you know, I've been really tired, dude. I've been really tired. Like, I had been knocking out previously, farming accounts to like 1 a.m. and whatever like that, and now lately I'll be falling asleep like at 10:30 or 11. Sometimes I have a hard time making it to 12. The other day I felt bad because and I apologize to the homie Steiner. He had his I never contacted him. I didn't realize he had his 24-hour stream on the day that, you know, the anniversary was supposed to start, and then I was trying to catch like the last two because it just so happened to be on the days when he normally streams, and I didn't even get to catch like the last 2 hours of it. Like, I remember watching, and then I was so tired, I just knocked out. A lot of extracurriculars in terms of, like, you know, the school year ending, like I mentioned, you know, so I had to stay back extra hours and stuff like that in some occasions. So I've been busy, which is always a good thing. And yeah, you know, it's been keeping me uplifted and everything like that. I've been able to spread some joy, I think, I believe, I hope. I've been feeling pretty good. You know. I can't complain, you know, and I'm glad that I'm not gonna complain, because, you know, I was lamenting the fact that, like, for like a little while I went on like a, you know, a little kind of like feeling down and whatever, because I was, you know, I was. But, you know, it's just, I keep saying it, life is crazy, you know, life is crazy. It's a roller coaster of emotions and everything, and, you know, we just gotta like navigate through it and then try and take in all the good. And then, you know, there's some things that unfortunately are bad out there, that some things we cannot control, unfortunately. And, you know, those things that we can control, hopefully are things that you can do to either improve yourself or, you know, like I said, make yourself happy, whatever that could be, you know, as long as it's not something that comes at the cost of others getting hurt. You know, unless you decide like, hey, I want to go into MMA, and well, that's your job to hurt the other person. So you know, but you know what I mean, just you know, I hope you find your happy place, and I hope you're finding your reasons to smile, and I hope you have a wonderful 7th anniversary that people say is not here, but it seems like it is. I don't see why not. I see the transfer says 7th anniversary and stuff like that. I'll show you guys right now when I get into it. But the thing is that, you know, we're still getting those weird logins that say like, I think it's the last one I saw was like still 12 days remaining till the anniversary starts. But we're already getting all these free transfers, and I don't know what now. So I don't know what's going on. But I want to say that the 7th anniversary has started already, and I'll show you why. Before we get into that, let me show you. No, let me get into the transfers, and then I'll show a little bit of my team and show where I'm gonna pull and blah blah blah. Okay. I don't think I'm gonna pull. Well, I might pull a little bit, one cycle on the Dream Collection, just because, for funsies. Right here, you see we've been getting these up to 100 transfers, so you get 10 total for free with 1 guaranteed each one. So that's cool. This one, I saw people, as always, on Facebook get a little too anxious in selecting and using their selectables and stuff like that. What I like about this one is that it's truly selectable. I think for the first time, where you're truly gonna get any one that you want, not 1 out of 10 or anything like that, although I'm still hoping we get those tickets. But you truly get one that you want, and I'm waiting a little bit because I want to see at the end of these transfers right here, what if I get a Diaz? What if I get what I would really want to get is DC Natureza, the one that has the the heel, I think heel kick dribble or something like that. His strongest dribble, basically. I have one already, but it's at BB8. And so I cannot pass on his strongest dribble skill to him and then waste that boundary ability limit release ability that it possesses. You get me? So I can guarantee through this transfer that I get that dupe natureza, so that I could pass on the skill, and 2, I can happily give up the other one for another natureza, right? So I'm waiting to see the end of my results here. Okay, they also have another one that's a paid one that's actually pretty good as well. For 30 dream balls, it's essentially the same thing. You're guaranteed to get one that you want. You get to select it, and I'll show you that one. I was tripping out because I was like, ooh, okay, because I would want that natureza for the reasons I stated. Plus, I forgot if both of these offer the natureza or just a paid one. I forgot, but I should be able. Oh yeah, there it is. That one right there. That natureza right there that has the best overhead kick available, because I did pull for DC natureza, and I think that was the last video that I had uploaded, and I think you guys saw that I got him. So I would like to really have my natureza as powerful as possible, especially with the arrival of Zino Hernandez. Zino Hernandez, the newest goalkeeper available. But first, let's start off with these other ones real quick, because I can't believe they have so many transfers. So many transfers that if I were to be able to be consistent with videos and stuff like that, I would have content for days. Because they're releasing Dream Festival, Dream Collection. Oh, here's another Dream Festival. Here's another blah, blah, blah. Like, regular transfers are not a thing anymore. Apparently, it seemed like, well, they are, because there's a German one right there, obviously. And we have this one. But like for like a while, we were getting so many Dream Collection, Dream Festival, Dream Collection, Dream Festival. And I'm tripping out that this one is still going on. This one and then this one right here. Because it seems like now they release them and they leave them available for like 2 weeks. 2 weeks. It used to be, you best be ready because you have 3 days to pull. And then, okay, 5. And now, then in about a week. And then now 2 weeks, like, and boom, 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 boom. Dream Fest, Dream Collection, Dream Fest, Dream Collection. So, I don't know that I'm going to get to, let me see if I could do this one. Let's see if I could do this one quickly, because I'm pretty sure by now you probably already decided to pull. Either you want 11 or maybe you did want Ochado. I don't know. Okay, because Ochado has good stats right there. That's definitely really good. That's incredible. His speed and his technique. Wow. That's really good. His power and his shot matches up with some of the stronger strikers available. It won't do it justice to compare with a natureza, for example, right here, because mine in particular has BB6, so naturally it's going to show higher than this. That's what I don't like about these comparisons now. I prefer the days when I was able to do that and then select whichever character I wanted from the player database to compare them, rather than the players that I have available. Because as you see here, oh wow, I mean, my power is higher, of course, but that's because, again, the ability limit release, the Tamatsus, and all that stuff. But even then, wow, Ochado already has a higher shot stat alone than my natureza as it is. Oh, and this is going to go significantly higher, right? Because the Tamatsus will give him another 1200, or 1200, and then with the EX training or whatever, that'll give him another 1000. So there's another 2200 right here. So he'll be like, oh, 25k. Not bad at all. Not bad at all. Not only that, but he has to give everything at what? 10%? Okay. Well, he's already pretty powerful as it is. He's a great setup person as well. I think he might have, hopefully he has access to the 1-2. I'll double check right now. Because if he has access to the 1-2 through the skill points, as opposed to having to have purchased it, which I think I may have at some point, because I know I have access to it. And this is crazy. Minus 40%, okay, and then just recover. Okay, well, they don't give him too much, but I mean, if you want to just, you know, try and like solo everybody that's on the pitch, You know, it looks like he has the stats to do so. The only thing is that he only has a ground shot. Okay, so no volleys, no headers or anything like that. So anybody that boosts himself against ground shots, he will be susceptible to. The new Zino Hernandez protects himself against forwards and non-Japanese players. So that'll be 5 and 5 for 10. In this case, he's an AM, so he would only get a 5% protection. Zino, that is. Okay, so, you know, Machado's not bad. Let me double check real quick. Let's double check. I want to see. He becomes more worth it if you have easy access to the 1-2. Otherwise, he becomes a little problematic in the way that Hino is, Ryoma Hino, right? Because Ryoma Hino doesn't have any 1-2 available through skill points. All of his 1-2s are exclusive, and it's difficult because there's never a usable Victorino for the most part. And then I missed out on purchasing the 1-2 that he has with you here. Oh, there it is, with Hyuga for Hino, that is. So I missed out on that. But now that I have Hino, I don't even have Hyuga on the squad. So I mean it would be nice to have access to the 1-2, but I don't even play Hyuga on the squad. So there you have it. You have the 1-2 available through skill points without having to do anything. I don't know if I had purchased it or what have you. But okay, so that makes the Ochado even more worth pulling for if you haven't pulled already. However, it wasn't a super anything, so you know, it's 200 to get to step 4. No, wait. 30, 40, 170. Hello, 170 to get to step 4. 200 to get to step 5. Okay, and then you got I'm not gonna go over 11 as I pull up 11. You see, Ochado actually has a stronger power stat. Ochado has higher speed and technique. This guy has higher dribble and pass. Not too great defensively, but he has all of this right here. Okay, plus 10%. The shot isn't impressive. The problem right here, I think I talked about it last time. I feel like it sounds familiar, where, you know, the problem is that you need either a Schneider or you need all of the Swedish players to even bother having this. That's what I don't like about poor 11 here. That's cool. He has stamina killer. Wow, 30%. Okay, that's nice. But again, having access to a 1-2 to make this possible is very difficult, because you need to have a Schneider or you need to have all the Swedish guys. And there's all these new cards of the Swedish guys that boost 11 and everything. So if you have all of that, by all means, go for it. Otherwise, you know, it's pretty hard. And then that's the problem with Ochado too. A lot of meta teams are built with cones that provide boosts to certain, you know, to certain regions or whatever, you know. So a lot of people are either playing full Japanese with boosts of up to like 12 to 15% with cones on the field. That's in addition to the bond. And then you also have players using like Latin American players. I have that going on. It's not as consistent as the Japanese players in terms of the amount of boost, but I can make it work. And then European players, the biggest problem with the European players is that the highest boost that you get is from a Mateo at 5%, an easy 5%, but it was only available through a battle pass. So if you missed out on that, trying to build a European team is very difficult. Very difficult. And then that's the thing too. Where do Bobang and Ochado fall in all of this? They receive none of those boosts, because it's either European players, or the German players boost the German players, or the Swedish guys boost the Swedish guys. You know, so it's not like the European players get to boost each other in the same way that the Japanese players get to boost each other, or in the same way that even the Latin American players or the Brazilian players. The Brazilian players get a higher edge over most other Latin American players. You know, but that's how it is. So right here, it's not bad because you get access to possibly getting Santana. Napoleon is also pretty good. Santana ends up being the highest striker or the best striker in the game at the moment if you can boost him to his best, to his highest level. See, so this guy's at 20 and 18, and then he boosts himself, what, 20% right here? But yes, you need to have like a peer or something on the squad just to be able to boost him up by that 20%. Santana's not mandatory that you have Natureza, but it does help if you have Full Metal Phantom and you want to use it. Of course, and I'll show you why he's supposed to be one of the strongest strikers still in the game, despite having maybe a little bit lower numbers right here, and that's because of the amount of boost that you can give him. All right, Misaki, usable-ish, but not really one that you'd be pulling for. You could fit him in case you need a red player. Bobang here. These are exceptional stats right here. You see the speed and technique. Levin was at like 19 on those. And then I don't think he was even at 20 something in power. He was definitely higher in shot though. So there's that. I like this, that you begin the match with 30%. That's crazy, 30%. He boosts himself 20%. Wow, nice. 20% middle area, auto intercept 80%. Cool. This is laughable. 3%. Come on, man. At least make it 5. It's already bad enough you make it low for the non-Japanese players most of the time. And like I said, Bobang cannot fit into any of these regional boosts because you don't have something that's Japanese players and then another one that's non-Japanese players. So Bobang gets left out. So you're only going to give him 3% boost, man? Really? Really, Caleb? What's up, man? 3%? You couldn't give him 5? Come on, man. Bare minimum. They should have given him 5. Nicer would have been 10. Heck, maybe even 7 or 8. But 3? Come on. That's pretty whack, dude. That's pretty whack. But okay. Very good with the high ball. And he has his strongest one. That's a brand new. Okay. They increased the momentum on this one, so that's cute as well. I didn't silence my notifications. My bad, y'all. I'll do it later if it happens again. Okay, so yeah, I mean, he's not bad, but again, you're not gonna fit him into any regional boosts if you're like, you know, trying to build like a really powerful team or whatever. And let me show you what I mean. Might as well take this opportunity to show you what I mean. Okay. So right now I'm very limited as to where I can pull. Not that was just auto, but like, let's say I kind of had this going on, but I kind of went to this instead. So as you see here right now, I'm at 78% bond. Thanks to some reworks that they just did to the Japanese players, Igawa and Soga. This comes with 30% auto intercept across the board. So all of these guys, like this one and this guy, who else was at 80%? I think just those two. This guy, I think he's at 60 or 80. So this guy was at 60. Now he'll be at 90. This guy will be at 110. This guy will be at 110. Obviously, the only reason why it might make a difference is if somebody has an auto intercept reduction. But yeah, so 100%. This guy has normally nothing. So all of these 30. This was already 100. These 30 just because, right? 30 just because. So why not? 78%. So now my Santana right here is boosted by, I believe, 14 because I have 4 from Roberto, 8 from Leo, 8 from Leo, 3 and 5, 8 from Leo alone, and I get an additional shield. So even though this is 6.5 overall, Santana's getting 11.5 overall in shield. Okay, so I'm somewhat protected to start against any team that tries to be a debuffer. And I have like Tsubasa and stuff like that waiting in the bench in case I do. I would like to get a Morisaki perhaps just to have him as a backup in case I come across a heavy debuff team. But you see, so 8 and 4 right there is 12. Oh, the way I get him to 14 is with this guy right here. That's right. Because this guy has Brazilian players all stats +2. This one is a Radunga that was only available through, I forgot which anniversary it was. Maybe the 5th. I don't recall. 6th, I don't recall. But I pulled them, I got them. There's that +2. So if I start off like this, or if I have it like this at some point or another, like I said, there will be 4 and 8, 12, 2, 14. For Natureza, this guy gives clubs 2%, 2% to clubs. So I have 4 and 3 is 7 and 2 is 9, 2 and 11. For Salinas, 4 and 3 is 7, 2 is 9. For Hino, I have 4 and 3 is 7 and 2 from here is 9 as well. He gets 4 from Roberto and 2 from Grandios for Aoi. Yugasawa gets 4. He gets nothing. He also gets 9. 4, 3, and 2 for himself. 9. Which does absolutely nothing to him at all. He's very weak. He does nothing other than be a straight up cone. And give me that 2% for the vast majority of the players that I have on here. So now, in terms of whatever's coming through anniversary, it's very hard for me to decide what to pull on, because I'm gonna need something to replace this guy right here. The reason why I like this guy is because they gave him a rework and he's pretty powerful, and he has that 40% stamina killer, and I kind of want to take advantage of that. So you see, whenever you're looking to build up a team, it's like how right here is a 9% additional to the 78. So that my Salinas is running with 87, right? So you want to look at, well, actually 85, because I took out what's his face right here. So, you want to look at how is it that you're going to boost your team. It's pretty much what team building has become. Okay, so that's what makes the Dream Collection very difficult for me to pull on, or even this Dream Festival ones, because yes, Ochado and Bobang are cool, but I don't have a way of boosting them. They're pretty powerful on their own, that's cool, but if you see the way that I have the team set up already, they're not gonna fit into, I can't force them into something. I can't. So I'd rather just not pull. And here, this one, 30 paid Dream Balls, tripping me out. 38 days, so they give you a long time to decide. Or if you continue to buy those dollar Dream Ball sales, which are way more often than before, next thing you know, I think that's gonna be then a total of $6, which is not necessarily bad when you get to select absolutely any one of these players that you want. And so that's the thing. For sure, one way or another, my Natureza is gonna have the strongest skills available, and he's gonna be at BB8, so he's gonna be at his most powerful version available. Minus one of the newer what's it called? One of the newer Naturezas that came with like an upgraded tackle, that I have not pulled. Okay, there's that Natureza, and this one goes up to Nita. I think the free one that we get without anything goes up to there. This one with the 30 paid Dream Balls gives you the addition of these. This guy, Tsubasa Osora, which will come in handy if you start facing debuffers. Rivaul is supposed to get rework. Pierre is still able to score on every single goalkeeper, but boosts are minimal, but he's strong enough to be able to score as long as you get him with the volley. And Schneider will be also protection, as well as Nita, because they have shield. There'll be protection against heavy debuffers. So for me, it's about getting my hands on this Natureza for the overhead kick, and the other Natureza for so that I can pass on the dribble and do the BB8, complete it, because I'm at BB6 right now. So this is a good transfer. 38 days. You have time. You have time to spend $6. Okay. The German players. I was not too excited by these. There's, like I said, also there's not too much in terms of being able to boost European players at the moment. And again, this leaves out Bobang and Ochado from being able to get boosted by anything. He has Pretty good stats. He has better defensive stats than some of these Dream Festival players that we saw. This is not too shabby in terms of dribble and pass. This is also not too bad. Hold up. All right, so as I was saying, because that little boop boop was throwing me off. As you saw, well, the power is not going to matter too much for him because block doesn't matter, his shots doesn't matter. His technique and speed are, not too bad. Let's see if he boosts himself. Oh yeah, we'll give everything how much? 20%. Okay. So at the start of a match should be pretty good. And then of course Inspire only 3%. Couldn't make it 5. I guess you get 5% right there, but still this should have been 5, not 3. This is nice. The auto intercept reduction. And for some of the heavy debuffer that seems to be coming this way, there's some shield right there. But overall Chester's pretty, he's cool. Like terrible defensively for Margus. This is just okay. This is also just kind of okay. But let's see how big his boost is. 30%. Okay, 30% is pretty good. This will bring the numbers up to 30%. Roughly a little bit more than 5,000. Okay, so this will bring them all up to like about 21k. So that's actually pretty good. That's up to like Dreamfest numbers before they boost themselves further. 8% on the debuff. I don't understand why they did this. Margus traditionally known for being best at high balls, headers, and stuff like that. And you're gonna give him this 10% to shot, except for high flying shots. What in the world is that? And then I guess this means that we're gonna have a Schneider coming soon. There's a +1 right there. The 1-2 range is crazy because the thing with Margus 2 is that this one right here is actually excuse me, this 1-2 right here, the skill looks actually pretty sweet. It looks really cool. It's a shame that almost nobody's gonna see it, almost nobody's gonna use it, but it looks really cool. The animation looked awesome. I'll show you guys real quick. This guy, I think he has what? Super sub? Okay, super sub. Plus 20%. Schneider plus 2%. So you see, I guess this is only 5%. Wow. Times 5. Another debuffer right there. -8. But you see, look at this. Even with 20%, that's going to be pretty weak. 20% increase is only going to give them about maybe less than 3k, 2k, about 2k, something terrible, something really bad. 25, maybe about 2,500 boost. So this will be up to like 15k. Ew, that's terrible. He's not good. He's not usable at all. Full body stand only 20%, considering how low his stats are. No thanks. And none of this is useful to anybody. So he would straight up just be for this, and you have to use him as this. Ugh. Why has there always got to be a real terrible one amongst the 3 that get introduced? Huh? Okay, so this is the one where I'm gonna pull, and the reason for that. Oh wait, let me show you the animation real quick. So you see, there's a Chester. That's all right for the intercept. That's cool, but then Margus, check out the 1-2. If you haven't checked it out, man, what a sweet skill that's gonna go to waste, dude. That sucks. Anyway, especially because it's gonna be an exclusive skill too, man. That's whack. But oh well. I mean, great job on the animation, guys, but I mean, wasted opportunity. Okay, so here are the 3 new ones. Well, not 3 new ones introduced, because this one says, what is it, Revival or whatever? Yeah, Revival. So this one's been available before. Now, this one, the only reason why you pull is for this guy, 7.5%. This guy, at worst, you would get a usable skill for a future Ishisaki. This one initially was terrible. Not even for the skill, but now that they gave a rework to the red one, the first one that came out, which is sort of usable-ish because of his full body stat and his 30% stamina killer. His low bar request is only 70%. So what he's missing is a really good high ball, which would be good for him. So I mean, not bad if you happen to pull him along the way. But what I like about this one is that on step 6, you select your pickup players, and step 6 you get one out of the 2. And at first I was like, okay, a 50% chance that out of these guys I'll get either this one, or at worst, screw it, I will go for this guy. No, I'll probably go for Ishisaki for the skill, the Indomitable Guts Tackle. But then when you go here, I saw 6 in total. What? So it's 6 in total with 2 selected for pickup slots. So you have a 50% chance. And the other 3 are these, which initially I was like, oh man, like why would I want to do that? I already have the Aoi, I already have the Zino Hernandez, but this Ishisaki, I forgot. They reworked him. And it's not so much the rework that makes him important so much as it is the bond that was reworked along with that. So he provides you with 7% bond and 5% shield. So you select this guy, Zanetti, and you select the second Ishisaki right here, and you are guaranteed, yes or yes, with 270 Dream Balls, a 7.5% bond character. So I will walk away from this happy because I'm going to get a 7.5% bond. I will walk away happier if I only get one. I would like Ishisaki for that additional shield, and I would be happiest if I get both along the way somehow. So that's all you need to know about this transfer. That's the main purpose of it. Okay, so now Zino Hernandez, let's get it. Not a bad transfer because, well, Gentile is definitely meta. So does meta. Misugi, I think you can still make a meta with enough boost. I think he could still be usable-ish. Here, these are very nice stats. They did not hit us with the massive power creep like they did when they had released that green Genzo that had everybody's forwards and AMs and everybody incapable of scoring at all, which was very, very odd. It was a very odd time. A brand new catch skill, which you should have seen when it was introduced. If not, the video is there for you to watch. Oh yeah, that's crazy right here. That's crazy. 25% full power when he stops you. So you're probably going to want red Japanese players to avoid this. And an AM, so that's where that Tsubasa comes in. That Tsubasa might be capable of scoring on this guy. Of course, he has Master Catcher here, so that makes it a little bit tougher as well to score on him. But I believe you might be able to score on him with that Tsubasa. I hope that my Natureza will be capable of scoring on him with the strongest high ball skill once I get my hands on it, or the Full Metal Phantom. We'll see. But you see here, 10% total possible that he can boost himself against non-Japanese players, 5%, forwards 5%. Natureza, I play him as AM, so I can avoid at least that 5% boost right there, and I'll have the type advantage right there to try and get him. But overall, of course, he's a very good goalkeeper. There's a Gentile that exists that gives him 5% if you want to boost him, but then that means that you cannot use this Gentile right here. And yeah, there's an upcoming Dream Festival featuring Brian and his brother, Stijn Stein, whatever. Now, the only issue is that one of the very few other units that exists out there that does give boost to some Europeans. You see, it's not even consistent, man. There's one Brian, and they both happen to be a freaking Brian Kluivert card. One is red, and that one boosts toughness type European players. That's it. The other one is the green one, an old one of the very first cards. But he does 2% to skill type, 2% to European type. So the consistency in boosting European players is very difficult. And then when you come across cards like that, you saw the German players, they're only boosting Schneider. They're not boosting German players. They're definitely not boosting European players. They're boosting one guy. One. And he's not even out yet. So we don't know what that card's going to be like. So it's a little annoying. A little annoying because, yes, it's Dream Team, but you're not really allowing us to build a Dream Team in a way, because you really are giving a lot of advantages to Japanese players and a lot of advantages to Brazilian players and Latin American players, not so much European players. And give me a usable Espadas, damn it. Come on. Give me a usable Espadas, please. Now that you're giving us goalkeepers galore, please, a usable Espadas, a usable Calucillas. Since you're not doing power creep, please. Usable Espada, usable Calucillas, usable whatever, dude. What's that other guy? A Richard. Give us a Richard. Something. Give us that variety, man. That spice of life, please. All right. So Soda, very good all around. Excellent. Great player. And he boosts himself additionally 10% penalty inside area. Right here. This is why people are pulling on him, to get that additional 3%. And you see in this one even expands. It doesn't say Japanese players only. It says Asian players. Not that there's many players outside of the Japanese ones that have usable cards, aside from a white one that gets sprinkled in every now and then as a usable player. But there's that. 3%. That's a good number. Opposition full might recover, and of course, no Japanese defender would be complete without auto intercept, as they always are. Not every non-Japanese one though, but every single one, usually almost every single one, has auto intercept for sure. So you know, it makes it a lot more tempting to play. I know this one does have auto intercept. Don't get at me. I know this one does. I know, because I have them. I know. But I'm saying most, more often than not. You see, look at those stats. Very good. Look at these stats. See, not so much. However, this is very good, except for speed. And then he gets the, well, you got to rely on a lot of factors with him. That's what I don't like about this Missouri. You get 40% there, and then I think you get 40% from Insight Master. Yeah, 40%. So you have to rely on those two factors to get the most out of him. Okay? So, good luck to you if you're going to pull. Like I said, I'm going to save this one till later. So let's start with this one. I'm going to pull some SSR tickets. The other day, I was just pulling some SSR tickets just because. And I got that Bison guy or whatever from the Glasgow Green. I didn't think much of it. I was like, whatever. And then I started looking them up. And I was like, ooh, I got basically a free 7.5% right there. So I was like, yeah, let's go. So, you know, let's see what kind of we get here. Let's see if we get anything from the SSR tickets. That'll be useful. Oh, wow. Terrible. Come on, give me that DC Natureza. Natureza, por favor, Natureza. Yes, give me that Natureza. All right. Some SSR tickets. I believe I have some. Oh, I really only got one? Nah, we're not going to do that then. We're not going to do that. Let's see. Let's do this. All right. I have some space. Hopefully, I get a Natureza overhead right here too, so I could apply for boundary break or ability limit release. No, thank you. Might as well. What if I get something cool? Then you won't believe me, man. Does that mean I'm getting something I don't have? That's cool. Obviously, I'm not getting two, but I mean, does it look like it's gonna be one of the new ones? Maybe that Victorino that gives 7.5%. There's who else? Somebody else. Amorus. Wrong French guy, man. Give me Amorus. Okay. No, I didn't mean to do that. Okay. So we're gonna pull here then. Whoops. We're gonna pull We're gonna pull here for this guy. I already set my pickup. Let me make sure I have the right ones, right? Right. Alright, there you go. 7.5 and 5%. Can't believe it. All right, and some of the other 7.5 cards are in here too, including a Victorino card and that Amorus. So here we go. Good luck. Hopefully you get what you want. Don't get impatient. Think about it. Think about it before you pull, okay? Don't just pull just because. Yeah, they're gifting away a lot of dream balls and everything, and they're making us earn a lot of permissions and all this other stuff. But still, you still gotta be smart about it. All right? Come on, Victorino. You're a Morus out of nowhere. Aside from the other two, imagine if I got 4 of them right here. Damn. Well, one can dream, one can hope. 50%. Gee, I wonder what's gonna happen here. Oh, look, Nako's putting on the 50%. Look. Okay. All right. Come on, 7.5. It's not from the banner. It's okay. 7.5. I shall accept it. I forgot if that Jito is any good at all. Well, considering that, okay, stand firm. I already got enough 7%. Like I said, all Japanese players come with auto interceptor. They're defenders. Nah. How dare you? How dare you? All right, guaranteed one. Please give me one from the banner. Doesn't look good though, y'all. Doesn't look good here. No flare back here. Is all lame. Okay, I guess. Come on, give me a little pizzazz, please. Victorino Armoros. Okay, I forgot how this one works. The 30% chance for one pickup SSR. Well, let's see. Come on now. Yeah, it says chance, but nothing else is showing me any signs of any kind of chance whatsoever. Purple flares, I don't believe it. Okay, I guess I believe it. But doesn't necessarily mean it's a pickup player though. Just means they got an SSR. Man. At least let me end with Ishizaki, yeah? I know that I'm guaranteed one and I'm going to be happy regardless. Well, obviously it's going to be all super rainbowed out, including this, because obviously I'm getting... But look at this. That means I'm only getting the one I select. Oh, maybe not. Can I still get both of them miraculously here? Both? 7.5? Come on, both. That's the guaranteed one, obviously. Or at least the Victorino Ramoros. Give me Shisaki. Wow. Oh, there's your Ishisaki, dude. You son of a gun, dude. Well, whatever. Like I said, I would end up happy still. 7.5. Yay. I get it. I got my 7.5. Now, what am I going to do with this here? Oh, man. And then anything that's left over on the exchange is a load of... Okay. Imagine I'm all like double checking right now. Please tell me that Zanetti was the 7.5, right? I did check them, right? Right. Yeah, it's impossible for it to not. Yeah, Zanetti. All right, cool. Well, whatever. 7.5. Is it usable? I guess I could use another red one. Nah. 40% vital area. Auto intercept. Nah. I'm not gonna invest in this guy. Well, anyway, there. Finally made it to the end. I can't believe how long this video is, but I guess that's because, well, I haven't been consistent, so I try to do everything in one, right? So my bad, guys, my bad. But hopefully I get an opportunity now that it's anniversary to start recording a little more frequently. Like I mentioned, the end of the school year is almost here, so I should be done soon. But then I actually got hired for summer school, so get to make some more money. And then so I'll still be busy with that, but it's less hours, so hopefully then I'll have an opportunity to record more often. So until then, I hope you continue to find your reasons to smile, find those things that make you happy, continue to do those things, and don't give up on yourself. All right, as always, please let's practice kindness, let's try to be respectful, let's be responsible, and let's be safe. Take care of yourselves and each other with much love and peace. Till the next video. I'm done.